Welcome to What a Time to Be Alive, the only podcast counting down everything this week that made you say, what a time to be alive. And now, Patrick Monahan, Kath Barbadoro, and Eli Uden.
Folks, welcome to What a Time to Be Alive, the only podcast that counts down things each week. They say the thing that's the title of the podcast. I'm Patrick Monahan.
I'm Kath Barbadoro.
I'm Eli Uden.
You got a good one this week.
You were on it this week.
And that's because it's our 400th. Exactly correct math. Don't worry about it. 400th and final episode. This is it. We're shutting the show down. We're going out with a...
we're going to the Undying Lands. We're getting on the ship.
Yeah.
This was always the plan.
Yeah.
You know, Patty came up to me and said, you want to do 400 episodes of a podcast with me? No more, no less, except maybe one more or one less.
No
we didn't
less.
count very well.
Can you imagine?
Less.
The number of podcasts that have been started in the world where it's like, yeah, we'll probably get to like 400 or so, and they get to like 3, and man, that's
they're
what
still
I'm
waiting
about.
on like 6 from Prince Harry. Aren't they still on the hook for a couple podcasts over there?
Yeah.
Famous people love to start a podcast and do between 5 and 8. That's like the magic number. But yeah, we signed a 400 episode deal in 2017 with Shelby.
We're locked into some like really predatory contracts with Shelby. It's Marvel level. We're
Shelby's
not allowed
he's kind of like a
appear.
Yeah, he's like a podcast Barry Gordy. We were just like, gosh, thanks, Mr. Shelby.
Plucked us from the boonies.
Yeah, but we have a special guest this week.
We do.
Hey, yeah, come on! JF back on the pod for the first time since the parking lot morgue portion of COVID. Big ups. Pow!
That's right. From your Kickstarter sucks and the Go Off Kings, it's Jesse Farrar is here.
Wow.
Welcome.
Hey, thanks. And congratulations on the big 400. How cool is that, huh?
Yeah, we did it.
Thank you. Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Nothing like being reminded of the parking lot morgues era of COVID on this lovely occasion.
Shelby's always bringing that up. Keeps referring to it as the good old days. Wants to go back to it.
I'm looking here. You guys probably have I'm sure you guys have all this in front of you right now. I just happened to pull this up from a trusted media, an industry source, some of the stuff we read all the time. This says less than 4% of 4 million podcasts have 10 plus episodes and produced a fresh one last week.
Wow.
That sounds right.
So there's just a lot of just like detritus out there. Just a lot of orphans floating around.
And we have attached ourselves to the great garbage island in the middle of the Pacific, and we're holding on, and then everybody, all the dead guys around us are just sort of we're trying to avoid them, you
A lot
know?
of people floating face down out there.
Yes.
We're doing the backstroke.
We're hanging onto that door at after the Titanic went down.
Yep.
Yeah. It's
Watching all the Leonardo DiCaprios around us drown. All
Yeah.
those 3-episode podcasts. How many episodes have you done, Jesse? Do you know?
You're ahead of us, right?
Very, very slightly, which is it is funny how well, I guess maybe not funny, but it does seem like we all around the same time were like, well, this isn't working out. We got to figure something else, which I think is happening. I mean, right now I feel like it's happening. You guys were talking about celebs doing shows. I feel like we're seeing a lot of people doing one more great step down into the world of podcasting.
Yeah.
And I think 8 years from now, we just did like 420. So like 8 years from now, will everybody who used to be on TV be celebrating their 400th episode in the same way that you guys are doing right now? It's interesting to think.
Well, it depends how many episodes of the TV show they were on 10 years ago there are. That really determines
They're just gonna keep rewatching it. So it's like we're on our third rewatch of The Office. And
well, you know, it's just you'd think someone like Dax Shepard would be set for life, but you know, now he's in the podcast realm. I have heard.
He is set. He is super duper set for life. He's getting he's got to be a close to 100 millionaire, right? I mean, from those deals. because that everybody listens to that accidental whatever his
armchair expert. Is that
whatever.
From his
That's like a hugely successful. It's not from Without a Paddle or
I was like, was Punk'd paying that good?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
No, he is a podcast guy. That is what he does. I think.
I see. He's got his little empire. He's like the smartness guys or whatever.
Yeah. I think agents just demand that now because you have to do. It's very sad to think that even when you reach the upper echelons of like fame, they're like, you got to be you can't just do Mission Impossible. You got to do a podcast. It's I didn't just do Mission Impossible.
They should be harder to access. Like we're plebs, like it's fine, but they shouldn't give away hours of their time.
I'm going to say the other way. It should be harder for them to get on our stuff. That's what I think.
I think both of those are true. And Kat, don't worry. They're not giving away hours of their time. If you've ever pulled up an actual celebrities podcast episode, they're like 38 minutes long. They're in
10
and out.
of those are ads, I'm assuming.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
I was like a little bummed, I guess, just from a like pure wattage perspective of during like the run up for F1 coming out. Like seeing Brad Pitt do a bunch of podcasts. It's like, ooh, come on! Like radio is one thing, but like, and that's even a little suspect. But geez, Louise.
Radio is what you do when you're like doing a weekend at the comedy club in Appleton, Wisconsin. You're not supposed to be Brad Pitt doing that. You're supposed to be Thursday
one of
through
like
Sunday.
The Barstool shows or something. Just like what is going on?
Well, Trump's shutting down late night. What are they supposed to do?
Well, I mean,
that's true.
That's true. I guess it's the closest thing to that. I mean, you get on Call Her Daddy, and you have 3 million people listening to everything you say. I mean, it's more than they're watching you on. I mean, that's why you got to go on Gutfeld if you're going anywhere for that kind of stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So. I looked at Joe Rogan the other day, and he has.
He's a comedian. He used to be on news radio. He's a comedian.
I don't know. I looked him up. I googled him.
Who's this guy?
Who's this guy? He
has PCU. Talk about the PCU guy.
Oh, he's not in PCU. He doesn't sully
the
good name of PCU.
Oh, okay.
Thankfully, it is Piven.
Sorry, I got my hair plug celebrities mixed up.
My short hair plug guys who make attempts at stand-up comedy. Both.
That's
of them.
correct.
Mm-hmm. Oh fuck, that can't happen, can it? Jesus.
Piven, without having seen either really in any detail, Piven probably funnier at this point, right? Like way funnier to me.
I bet. At least like the thing about Rogan is like he doesn't. He takes everything seriously. Like it's hard to get him to switch into joking around mode on his podcast. Yeah. So I'd imagine
that's a very important point.
Yeah.
But he's done like almost 1,300 episodes where it's like you must just not speak if it's not recorded. It's like not worth your time.
Yeah.
That's so much of your life. And his podcast episodes are like 3 hours long.
I mean, it was him.
Of them.
It was him. I assume he just goes into a hyperbaric chamber for the remaining 21 hours of every day.
I think he's in like a cold plunge for like the rest of the time.
It's a hyperbaric chamber, but that's also filled with cigar smoke. So that's just roasting.
It's not clean. Right. He's like jerky. That's why he looks like that.
That studio has to smell like horrible, like crazy bad.
It smells like guy stuff. It smells like alpha stuff. It's cool.
I once,
I'm not
one of the
quite
weirdest,
sure I understand.
One of the weirdest places I've ever been was I was at a wedding in like New Jersey somewhere, like in a smallish town.
That's pretty weird.
And we decided to go get a cigar for the wedding man, the husband.
I'm just imagining 9 like groomsmen, 1 cigar, please, filing into the.
That's pretty much. I mean, I don't know if you've ever tried to smoke a whole cigar, but it's awful.
It's bad. You gotta lie down after.
Very alien describing a wedding. The wedding man, the husband.
The wedding man.
I was going to say best men, but that's not.
Option A, option B, a little better. Still not really where the main one you would say, but we're getting closer.
the wedding men, you know.
But we wanted to get a cigar, so we put it into Google and we're like, cigar store or whatever, and there was like one in this little town, and we went to it, and it was just the guy, I think, lived there. And we walked in, and it was not a business. It was a domicile.
A guy's house, yeah.
Yeah, and you walked in, and there was the light brown IKEA leather couch. That one. The one you immediately imagine. It was that and a big screen TV, and he was just, like, it felt like we walked into someone's apartment because he was watching TV. And we were like, and it smelled like cigars. We're like, what? Like, hello, is this? And so he just was like this guy's apartment, but he had a walk-in humidor, and he would sell cigars out of his humidor. But like full cigar, the whole place like reeked of cigar smell, which is unavoidable. But he turned to us, and I mean, you cannot say the man did not enjoy cigars, because he turned to us, and as soon as he said hi, his teeth were like chestnut brown. Just ram like just
the color of a tobacco leaf.
Yeah, exactly. He was very knowledgeable, though. So to his credit,
you knocked on the door, and he like put down his issue of Cigar Aficionado that he was reading.
Yeah,
this man is cigars.
Did he have the like chainsaw sculpture Native American out front? Because I feel like that's like the license to run a cigar shop. Like you
that's
can't
the
have
sign.
one without that. Yeah,
I feel like he did, and I'm telling you, if I remember right, I don't think he even I think he buzzed us in. And then we were just in his living room, and I was like, what the fuck are we doing in here?
I feel like there are some things that like it being in someone's house makes it like more legit, like mostly fake things. Like if I'm going to like a psychic or something, I want it to be like some weirdo's house. That's how I know you're a real psychic.
Yeah.
If it's if you have a storefront, you're a corporate sellout with your extrasensory powers.
I've said this before, I think like years ago, but when I was walking to Carmel one time, like on Houston Street, there was like a storefront psychic place, and like the person had gotten up to go to the bathroom or something, I guess, and they left on the table, because they have like the little setup kind of to entice you to come in. There was just a half-drunk Gatorade bottle on the table.
That's how you know it's real.
Ectoplasm.
I was like, come on, I'm not like I don't feel the spirits coming in here, man.
Was it one of the magical flavors? At least were we talking like a Riptide Rush?
I think it was it was either yellow or a red. It might have been
Can't be fun, dude. Yellow and red. That's not.
You gotta have
Gatorade.
the right electrolyte balance to summon the spirits.
Right, like I know I know that you have to eat and drink. You know what I mean?
But
like
I
that's
see it,
I don't need to know about I don't want to think about you going. Hey, sorry, I was in the bathroom. It's like, all right, again, I'm not really feeling very.
You have to drink like special herbal tea. You can't drink Gatorade.
Yeah,
yeah. We were at we took the kids to Gatlinburg over the summer, and we did I against my wishes, over my protestations, we did the like Ripley's. Yeah, I mean, truly, it was the whole Ripley's thing. Like it's like the whole town is like Ripley's. Like all these tourist towns are like this. So we did like the haunted house, and it was weird because I did walk. You walk up the creepy stairs, and you go like, oh, are we about to go in here, or whatever? And then some guy, in the like creepy steampunk guy costume, like with the hat, like this, and the robe and the tatters and everything. Sure. And he pops out. He's like, "You trying to buy a ticket?" And I was like, "Oh, yeah, I guess so." And he's like, "Go, it's over there. Like, there's an iPad over there. You buy the ticket." And he is holding his lunch, which you're right. It's okay, but it's like you don't take like the scar off when you eat lunch. Like the makeup stays on. It's weird.
It destroys the illusion.
Yeah.
Also, like, there's an iPad over there.
Yeah.
You don't want to walk up to Ripley's.
Is it like a dead guy's iPad or something?
At least.
Yeah, you walk up to Ripley's. Robert Wadlow's eating a chopped, on the bench. You're like, come on, dude, do that backstage. Something.
Someone's feeding the fingernails guy something from Pret.
You don't like, but I like Ripley's. Ripley's is fun. It's like Wax Museum, but better. I would go. There's a Ripley's at Ocean City, Maryland, which is like a beach. I've only realized how gross it is as an adult.
Yeah,
but they had built a whole. The building that the Ripley's was in, they'd built a thing so it looked like a shark was breaking through the front of it, a big like plaster shark.
Okay.
You can't not let a kid go in there. Like you're going in there if you have a kid. You'd have to be like like Danny DeVito from Matilda or something to be like, we're not going in the building with a big shark on it. You're like,
I was Danny DeVito from Matilda. Yeah, that's who I was.
It does seem like an impossible task to like convince a kid that's not going to be something they want. Like that does seem impossible. I like Ripley's because they employ my friend the Lizard Man, who I think might listen. Shout out to the Lizard Man if he listens.
Oh, hey.
The green guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. He goes on tour for them. He's like the guy eating his lunch, which is like a real problem with being the Lizard Man, is because he's tattooed, so he can't ever not be that. So like he does just have to eat his lunch and be that guy. And it's a real burden he's taken on.
Yeah,
I'm
it's like the
sympathetic
guy
to that. Yeah.
the guy who can push his eyeballs out of his head. You know, he can blend in.
Right.
Go back
off duty.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Yeah, he puts the eyeballs back in. Bring back those guys. Bring back the gurners. You know, those guys who put their mouth over their nose.
That's
we need that.
That is like before we had mass entertainment. That was it. You'd like gurn in the town square. That was like
Just an old guy who lost all his top teeth, and then was like, "This is our Saturday. We come and watch him gurn."
That's the SNL of medieval times.
The cardinal millennial sin of I saw a video and I'm explaining it on a podcast. I'm really sorry to do it, but it's the two things that are in the video. It's the guys it's the Ripley's guys. Plus, they're doing an advertisement for a sandwich shop where the sandwiches are really big. So like an overly muscular
You
server.
won't believe how big the sandwich is.
He hands the massive sandwich out, and camera pans over to guy whose mouth is huge. He takes in the biggest bite you've ever seen in your life. And then guy walks up next to him, and he does the eyes bug out thing at the thing that's happening. It's the best advertisement I've ever seen.
That is brilliant. That whoever came up with that deserves the Don Draper. Like whatever award
How do
Don
you know
Draper
all these
gets.
people? How have you been blessed by this?
Were they both in town? How do you get them up? It's like when the long neck guy and the thick neck guy did a rap together. How did you guys coordinate?
How did they meet?
I don't know.
Man.
They gotta get those guys more screen time, anyways. They seem like, why aren't they getting the Michael Winslow treatment? Where like, how is the eyeball guy not in like Airplane or like like one of those? How are you not using him?
They should have put him in Naked Gun, and frankly, they blew it. So there we go.
Fucked it up. 1 star.
You see Naked Gun, JF?
I haven't seen it yet because of the baby. I don't get to the movies as often anymore. So, but the good thing is now movie theaters are no longer relevant because movies come out in 2 weeks and I just steal them then. So I don't really. There's no point in me even going, even though it was, to be fair, my favorite thing to do in the whole world. Now I just don't. I just don't do it anymore. That's fine. I just won't do it ever again. That's okay.
You steal them? That's good because I've been just dying to have someone explain Plex servers to me. If we could just do that for 20 to 30 minutes.
If there's anybody else you're interested in implicating, feel free.
I can send you some literature,
Just get on my Hinge profile if you want to meet people who explain Plex servers to you.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Oh, man, Plex servers.
I can hook you up, dude.
Oh, my God. Don't tell me you're a Linux user. What am I? It's my birthday today and I didn't know?
Did you see someone on Blue Sky posted at us their podcast setup, their like podcast listening setup, and it looks, I don't know what it is, but it's like it looks like an MS-DOS terminal or something, and it's like
Operation Swordfish.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome because we were joking about what like the last Linux person who's trying to get our podcast and figure it out. And like this person had, and they have like the computer,
I don't know how
they got
computer
on Blue
from
Sky.
Alien that like the Android is looking at.
Yeah, sure. That is one thing about having done podcasting for so long is that you are not just flipping the switch and podcasts are being downloaded to people's Spotify. I'm sure if you start one today, it's all Spotify users. They're all grabbing it, and you can go hands off with it. But having done it as long as we have, especially for money on Patreon, you go like, well, now I am troubleshooting. I'm the IT administrator for these several hundred people who want to hear my stuff. And they're like, hey, man, this doesn't work on my app. And I'm like, I literally don't know who you are or where you are. I don't know what phone
your
you
app
use.
is.
Yeah, I can't help you. I'm not sure. I feel like that's not part of my job description, even though, of course, it actually is. So
yeah. They don't know, man. Jason Bateman doesn't know how an RSS feed works. Doesn't know that. But yeah,
that's what I'm fucking saying.
It's tough because you also have to be like you have to be IT in a way, but you also you're genuinely you're like, oh, thank you for listening. I wish I could help you more, and you also don't want to be like, is your phone broken?
Right.
The classic IT, is your computer on? Is your screen plugged in?
How far back do we need to start to get this in the decision tree of
That's
problems.
why when Time comes out with the top 100 best podcasts of all time, and I'm scrolling down the list and I'm seeing this guy never had to say, okay, did you copy the RSS feed or are you listening on? Sometimes Patreon cuts off things. Sometimes time codes aren't the same across MP3 files when you use different operating systems. This goes back to Linux. Like Eli said, you have to be knowledgeable of this stuff. You think fucking You think fucking Amy Poehler knows about this shit? She doesn't know about this fucking shit. This is my job.
Shelby's doing all that. He's on the Minority Report screen, lining up our audio tracks.
Shelby's in the milk right now. That's people don't know that.
Shelby's in the milk.
Recording live from the milk. That's where he's hitting all those soundboard buttons. We should do numbers, probably.
Oh, sure.
Time.
Oh, Eli, do you want to talk about something that has happened?
Yeah.
Hey, yeah. If you if you already watched it because it comes out Monday, my special will have dropped in real time in an hour, but in past time, the Saturday. God, I've gotten lost in the time stream here. It's out on YouTube, Crack Comedy Club. You can go watch it. And comment nice things about.
Hey, man.
Offering.
Hey, man.
Yeah, humble offering.
Keep it up.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I love your stuff.
Yeah, can see improvement. Lots of room for improvement.
You seemed a little nervous, but stick with it. It's like, who the fuck are you?
We're gonna get a couple of those. Liked it. Think those jokes should have done better. Wasn't good. Shut up. I'm gonna come.
So underrated. That's all we're doing too.
Somebody once told me in person that they'd talked to somebody else and said I was a very underrated comedian. I was like, that's not a compliment, really, that you tell people. But
You didn't even say it. Some other guy said it.
I'll pocket it, I guess.
The one I
On a
always
cold
think
night.
of is when I did it. My friends had this show in Austin that was out. It was outside. It was like an outdoor patio at a bar, and the outdoor patio. It was worst case scenario because the outdoor patio faced the street. It wasn't even like in the back of the bar, so you were just partially doing comedy for people who were walking by. And it was a Monday night show. It was always terrible, but like it was my friends. You could go and like try material or whatever. So I did this show, and I totally ate shit. And then I like walk off stage, and there's a homeless guy hanging out by like on the street. And I like walk over to like smoke a cigarette or something. And he said, I liked your speech. And that, that was
Speech is
rough.
great.
I liked your speech. I think about that all the time. It was so funny. Like, I don't remember anything else about that set or anything, but I remember I liked your speech.
We got to do numbers, but I'll share one like thing that you'll learn. Like one of the, if you do a special or whatever, and they record audio, you have to have the audio mixed, right? And so when you do a special or something, if they're good, you're mic'd and they take your audio from your mic, and then there's mics in the audience, and then so those are all separate channels. They mix them together, but like. I think everyone in comedy is secretly scared that they are like full on delusional.
Yeah.
Because you see people who are just like go up there and eat shit, and then they get off stage and they're like, I did great. And it's like, there are laughs in your head. Like, wow, okay,
right.
You're hearing things. But it's the worst to like be getting mixes and you have to approve them. And like sometimes you have to be like, it feels so the audience volume is. Am I bad, or is that what is it set at on your end? Is it,
right. How much are you boosting this? Like what?
Yeah.
What's the real? Can we get the real audio?
Can we sweeten the crowd a little bit here?
Yeah. Just the thing of being like, can we turn out the audience a little bit? It's just a crushing. Not that it happens, but it is also hard because you just get.
Can you just Can you just layer in a few De Niro Cape Fear kind of laughs?
Yeah, put some of those in. That should be like the comedy special Wilhelm Scream. Like just throw in a couple of those into the mix. See if people notice. Anyway, number 5.
Let's do it.
It's number 5.
What's that sound? You already know.
You might want to skip this episode, Hitler, because another Jesse is running away with this one.
Number 5.
Okay. Number 5.
Hitler, you're on notice.
Watch out, Hitler. Number 5 is from my bussy and me in the Discord. If you would like to submit stories to our podcast, you can join our Patreon at the $10 a month level, get access to our private Discord channels, and submit stories. Also, the regular Discord channels are free, so join that. I think there's a link in the description of our podcast if you have not joined it yet. Just a guess. I haven't looked, but
That's probably
where it is.
That sounds right. 400 episodes.
Yeah. So the story is from South Korea, and look, we all know crime is rampant everywhere. We gotta, it's because we defunded the police, and boy, do we regret it. The police budget is now 0, and we're paying the price. And apparently this is an issue in South Korea as well, and I guess they're getting around the defunding by using holograms of police officers in as like a crime deterrent, like a cop scarecrow to prevent people from doing crimes. So there's a park in Central Seoul, and at night I'm going to send you guys a picture in the chat of this very convincing holographic cop.
Whoa!
Yeah. My first instinct would be ghost, and then I would go, ghost. Oh, fake cop. But
yeah.
I was
going to say it does look, my first instinct would be like ghost, and then it really does look like it might be a memorial to a cop that like it's like a ghost bike, one of those things. Where people like, I love dropping that on somebody who visits New York. There's like a white bike chained to a thing, and they're like, "What's that bike?" And you're like, "Someone died here. That's actually disrespectful." And then they're like, "Oh, I'm sorry." And it's like, "No, it's just kidding. I'm just kidding. Nobody notices those. Just keep walking." But,
so many people die on bikes here. We just
what does that mean? Is that what it means? Does that mean someone died on a bike?
Yeah. The white bike chained to a post. And then I think they cut them off anyways because they're probably like, "You're costing us parking spots."
They cut them off because it's disrespectful to drivers.
Disrespectful to parking.
Disrespectful
Who are the only
cars.
people? The only important people are people behind the wheel. So
But this congestion traffic, doesn't it? What is it called? What is the stuff you guys are mad about? The congestion
pricing.
Yeah. What the fuck is going on with this fucking shit? Guy who doesn't know what it is. What the fuck is happening?
No, what you need to be is somebody who's mad, either on behalf of people that you know in the city who are fine with it, or on like the 1 in a million chance you are going to drive in. It's like, I got to pay $9? Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Or you're somebody who's watched like a lot of business TikToks and Instagram reels, and you're like, this is going to, somebody who says bottom line a lot, and you're like, this is going to destroy their bottom line.
Yeah.
City's in the toilet.
City's in the toilet. It's going to collapse the economy. And,
the best was the guy on the cover of the New York Post with congestion pricing who was like, I used to drive 10 blocks to go see my kids from my estranged family. He lived on like, in like $1 million penthouse type
72nd and like
right, like founder of like a real estate brokerage or something insane. He's like, now I gotta pay for that. It's like, I guess so, man. I'm so sorry. Hold out your little like tin cup for everybody.
Take an elevator
front
down
page
of
the
penthouse into your private parking, spend 10 minutes getting out of there, go 2 blocks, go into another parking structure. It's just the convenience is unmatched, really.
Have you guys ever experienced the car elevator in one of those?
No, I want to see one.
I want to. They seem cool. That's
those ones that are like crane games where they slot the cars in. Yeah, I want
they have a big claw, pick up the car. Crane.
Yeah, I think that's. I feel like they won't let you stay in the car while it does it. They're definitely not allowed to. But I want to.
You're not allowed to.
It's too dangerous.
It's like
hide in the trunk.
It's like. Do you remember? This maybe I don't know if this is boomer shit or not, but like when you would go to a car wash and it would turn out it's one of the ones where they won't let you stay in the car, and as a kid you're like, you want to just spread eagle on the ground, and you're like, I'm being persecuted. Like, let me in the big wash.
That was the
building.
best. Put me in. Yeah, let me on that conveyor belt. That was so fun. And it was. I will say I did also like, not as much, but the one that we went to where you couldn't stay in the car, they did have a little window where you could watch the cars.
Yeah.
I do like that. Like, that was fun. And you could wait for watching any car go through was sick, but then when it was your car, that was like extra.
That's my car. That's my car. I sit in there.
Look what's happening to it.
Yeah, but you don't get to pretend you're going through a portal to the soap universe or anything.
To me, I feel like I watched a lot of Star Trek with my dad as a kid, and to me that was like what happened when they hologrammed out. Like, they went through a car wash to get to where they were going.
Wow.
Yeah,
they wash their ship to get rid of any diseases carrying. That's the first thing that would happen in space travel. I think everyone would die of diseases stuck to like a toothbrush on on every.
Mr. Musk has an answer for this. I feel secure knowing it.
So this cop, another thing about this cop that I actually think this would deter me from going to the park because it would freak me out. And like, I don't know who this is deterring, but when I think of parks at night between 7 and 10 p.m., which is when this is happening, this is for teens. This is prime teen time, And so the holographic officer, he blinks alive and then he delivers a pre-recorded audio message reminding people in the park that they are being watched by cameras. So it's very dystopian, but also just
get him out of here.
Imagine you're walking in the park and then all of a sudden, like, this guy startles you. I feel like this would, like, make me behave.
It's like, do not commit a crime. Do not commit crime. Stop it now. Stop it now.
I know you're thinking about it, but don't.
Is it always the same? It's always the same. Is it like based on a real person? Is it like, are there more than one kind, or is it just the one kind of hologram?
I don't know.
I think it's the one guy. Oh, go ahead.
It's 5.5 feet tall, so I guess that's a nice. It's not that threatening. You're sort of just like, oh shit, there's a tiny ghost cop.
Oh, okay, Eli.
All right, 6
well, not tiny. All right, it's okay. Start reciting averages. I'm sorry.
A lot of us would be scared of a
tiny
5'5"
guy.
All right, don't get your shins broken. It's all right.
Isn't there, Eli, for you as a tall guy, isn't there a shortness of guy where you're actually more scared how short he is? Like, like if you go, all right, so obviously
like
your
he's
height,
gonna
you're like
get a sling and knock me down.
like like it's a bell curve for you, don't you think? Like up to your height, you're like, okay, could be formidable. Down a little bit lower, no problem. Then really, really small, and you go like, well, there's some kind of trick going on. Like I'm obviously, why would this guy even buy? Unless he had,
I'm gonna
some
get tabletopped like a middle school.
He's like close to my bread basket here. He can do some quick damage.
Like, oh boy, this guy's gonna try to fight me. Okay,
I could see
well,
that.
I also feel like you, as a tall person, you have like a false sense of true security, because I remember that one time we were at Cobra Club and you were sitting and I was standing, and you sitting on that bench was about as tall as I am standing, and it was crowded, and you were like, if I were this tall I would be scared all the time because I can't like figure out where I am in this like sea of people.
It sucked. I didn't like it one bit, dude. I didn't know. I couldn't, because I could just I always was able to just kind of look out at free space and stuff. But yeah, I mean, this is probably just sounds
so we're
even more
braver than
dismissive.
You, is what I'm
That's
saying.
right.
I know.
Short people.
Look,
are
I'm not
braver
coming
than
for. All right. And I was gonna say this probably sounds just even more dismissive, but I just usually don't clock. Like I don't know who's tall or not unless they're like tall. My height or taller, and then I'm like they're tall. But
everyone's
like,
a shrimp to you. They're
everyone's a tall shrimp.
Everyone's on shrimp mode.
I'm gonna let you have this because this is your big day. But what you're saying is totally it's insane and offensive. But I'm gonna let you have it for today.
100% agree.
I barely see them. I mean,
they're nothing
like
to me.
Not people to me unless they can meet my eye.
Look, there's downsides. I walk into branches regularly, and then everyone gets to have a big laugh at the ogre who clocked his head on the low-hanging branch.
Yeah,
I'll
take not being a person to you to be able to comfortably fly on an airplane. So
that's true.
It's a good trade-off.
Oh yeah, sure.
Mm-hmm. We're all so comfortable on planes.
Yeah. Famously,
they make me ride
stretch out and relax.
Year by year, it gets more comfortable. They're making it better every single time they change something.
They make me ride on top like one of those pinup girls on a bomb from a World War II poster.
Do you have to be up there in that position? Do you have to like be lounging with one knee up like a mud?
Well, that's where they
girl?
put the foot and handholds. They lock you in like that. You know?
They make him wear like a Betty Boop wig for him to kind of do this with.
Not enough people have hair where you can do that.
Yeah.
Sorry, listeners.
Not
We're doing
anymore.
the push your palm and sort of fluff the bottom of your hair over your shoulder motion.
Yeah.
That classic.
If you're like 90 years old, it's what you would think of as sexy. So if you're
If you're
listening,
getting horned up right now.
Your glasses are fogging up right now. Just thinking about it. Hey, if you're that old, congratulations on figuring out how to do this.
Yeah, you guys are 400 episodes. There's some people out here who's 100 years old. I mean, let's have a little bit of perspective on what people are living through.
Yeah.
How long they had to live without our podcast. What a sad.
Wow.
That's crazy. That's crazy to think about.
That is
They started
crazy.
when they were middle-aged.
Yeah.
It's an incredible journey they've gone through.
I found a higher res image of this cop,
okay, because it just looks like a picture of him getting closer. So
just a series of
advancing on
images.
you.
Yeah, like every time you turn, he's a little bit bigger and closer. That would actually stop people from doing crime. It's like, is that guy coming over here? What is going on? It's very Polar Express-y to me.
Yes.
That's kind of also not clear. I mean, I don't want to get into the ethnicity of the guy, but does he look Korean to you? I don't know. I can't really tell from the.
That's a question I'm just gonna skip right over.
Fair enough.
I can't remember, Patty. What does a Korean person look like?
What do you look like? What do you look for?
What are the tells?
Okay. Well,
All right.
I said, last episode, so feel free to get mad.
Can let it all out.
Hey, if you're enjoying this regular episode, Jesse joins us on the bonus episode where we talk a little bit about my special and our favorite specials of the past.
We also do a deep dive through the Jim Brewer verse, I guess is the best way to describe it.
If this sounds interesting to you, you can get this bonus episode as well as a bonus episode every single week and ad-free episodes from the main feed on our Patreon, patreon.com/whatatimepod. Check it out. Let's do number 4 to get away from this question.
JF bringing the LOLs AF. Now I'm saying,
Come on.
Shelby made a Fiverr guy say, "Nom sayin'."
That's like half their job, though.
He added that. Yeah, probably. Number 4 comes to us from Hello Smashley in the Discord, and this is a fun story from Las Vegas, the famous nightclub XS, the letters XS, but also the word. It makes you think. $3,000 for a bottle of champagne, that sort of situation, and there was a big show by DJ Griffin performing.
DJ Griffin's big show.
That's right.
Sounds like Patty's making up an alibi on the spot.
Yep.
Excess and
DJ Griffin.
He was there. DJ Griffin was there, and nobody was talking about what a hologram looked like or anything like that. So it was fine. Okay, so this is so they, I guess. They were very excited to say that introduced a special guest to perform a song, and it was Justin Bieber was there to perform the song "Sorry," and this guy came on stage and performed, and it turned out it was apparently a high-profile Justin Bieber impersonator, which is a pretty gruesome thing to think about, named Dylan Desclos, and I guess. He pulled off this huge prank with the help of a full team, posing as the singer's entourage and security. And, there he is. He's doing it. And I guess to impersonate Justin Bieber at this point, I mean, he did take his shirt off. So I don't know if, he has the tattoos, which is like a million shitty tattoos, basically. I feel like that's a lot of commitment.
It looks like he's getting there, but not there yet. Because obviously the budget would be... I'm sure Bieber spent a ton on tattoos. So, just for a regular guy to get there, it's like, give me a few years,
Yeah.
I that also just seems like such a pain in the ass to try to keep up with. Like, because he's always getting more. So you have to, scrutinize the paparazzi photos and see what new shitty tattoo he has. Famous people getting bad tattoos baffles me. You have all the money. Why do you have the worst tattoos of anyone?
Well, it's just the taste, They
I guess they just have bad taste.
They literally have. I feel like most celebrities have the taste of a 17-year-old or whatever. I'm looking at his tattoos right now because there's a picture in the story, and they're all of them are tattoos you can get in NBA 2K. They're ready on NBA 2K. There's a bear roaring and a lion face. There's some numbers, Roman numerals. It says "Son of God" over his navel. Big black and white realistic rose. I mean, it's really just, I think they just need to get quickly to the point where they're covered because that's the aesthetic they want. So,
yes,
they're just fill me up.
That's Post Malone, I think it was, said, or he went, they gave him anesthesia and then 9 dudes tattooed him at once. So they could
put him under.
Just crazy. I not to be I don't know. I feel like I probably don't really agree with this, but part of me is like, you gotta at least be a little uncomfortable to earn it. You can't just be under and then wake up and be tattooed. It's just not, I don't know. I feel like it has to hurt a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, that I feel like, I don't know if you could just...
Well, it hurts when you wake up, I assume. You're just
it
like,
probably hurts so bad. When you wake
Early.
Yeah, it's almost
like
like
you've been flayed.
You don't get to roll into it. You're just like, oh, horrible burning or
That's
whatever.
why, like, because people use like numbing cream and stuff, and I've never used it because I feel like that. Then when it wears off, it's like double bad. It's like takes you by surprise. I don't know. I feel like it wouldn't be.
I don't know
worth
what
it.
it. I mean, I don't have as many as you, and I don't have that many. But I've never, and it depends on where you get them. Obviously, if you're getting it on your like jugular vein or something, but I don't know if they're like bad enough that you need cream and stuff.
I think it's depending on like where it is.
Yeah.
I just like I make really dramatic faces. I feel like I don't want anyone in the tattoo shop to see me because I'm like grimacing and making horrible faces and doing like yoga breathing. But
just
and
look
that's
like
like
Chevy
not
Chase
cool
in one of the
at all.
vacation movies. Like,
Kind of. Because, like, I don't know. If you go to a tattoo shop, everyone's like, oh, cool and acting like it's not a big deal. There's never anyone like, oh my God. Like, no one is screaming and crying. Which, like, maybe I should just make a scene next time I go. But anyway.
Yeah.
That's gurning. Gurning at the tattoo shop.
Gurning.
I mean, I guess this guy does look like Justin Bieber. I mean, I feel like it's a lot of just kind of like he has like the vibe, which obviously has changed over the years. Because Justin Bieber just kind of looks like a dirtbag now. That's kind of just that's like his whole deal. Like,
that's right.
Basically.
The picture of him at the top of this article is interesting because he's shirtless, but he's wearing like bike gloves, like not even cool gloves. Like
that seems to be what he does. Yeah.
What's going on?
But that's not what he looks like now. What he looks like now is like let me see here. I'll see if I can find a more what's the most recent story?
He's like not doing great, right?
He's not doing great. That's part of it.
He looks sick.
So.
I think he does look like he's sick. Yeah. Bye. Probably. Probably.
Yeah, but he's just a guy who's like, I think any of that level of celebrity has been a celebrity since he was basically a child. Like he doesn't have a unique. He's probably somebody that a lot of people like look like him or say that they look like him because he just kind of looks like a classically good-looking shithead. Like, for the most part.
It looks like somebody's uncle.
I feel like
he probably is.
It's probably a boon to an impersonator when a guy like him is going through a rough time because then it's like, well, I don't even need to like really sing good now to impersonate him because people will just be like, yeah, he's having a rough time. He's not taking care of his voice or whatever.
How are you doing personally, man? I know you got a lot going on in your life.
That's right.
He's got a lot going on.
I mean, he's like he's got the like. He's doing like the thing where his beard is the same length as the hair on his head, so he's got like the kind of like the
perfectly round.
It's like the tennis ball, like the Grover thing, or like like an otter, whatever you want to go with.
The
there,
Grover, yeah.
But and it's all the tattoos, and he's always wearing a sleeveless undershirt. Like that's you can just kind of hit all those things. There's not a ton of work required to kind of look like that if you already resemble him and you're skinny, basically.
I'm watching the impersonator. I don't think the impersonator looks like him really at all.
Well, from far away, I guess. And if you just kind of have big sunglasses and you're surrounded by a bunch of guys in black T-shirts that are saying it's you, I guess.
The entourage does like a lot of work.
Yeah.
I just read this article about, because for Lie, Cheat, and Steal, I think we might do an episode on, there's been like for decades a rash of Bootsy Collins impersonators who have like made Bootsy Collins's life like kind of a pain in the ass. And it's like, he's like, I get it. It's really easy to impersonate me. Like you just need, you need like fun glasses and that's like kind of it.
You just
as long
buy
as you don't have to
Dr.
play
Teeth
the music.
costume and then you like look like Bootsy Collins.
Right.
Exactly. And he's like, it's interesting because he's sort of ambivalent about it because on the one hand, he's like, dude, if I wasn't Bootsy Collins, like I would do that. Like he gets it. So he's like, get your money, I guess. But also like you keep saying, like you keep promising things on my behalf and then people get mad at me.
It's also like, like I'm not going to do all these apperances. So I guess it's not opportunity cost for me. Like I'm not missing out on what I would be making.
So he's just like, just so everyone knows, I will never ask you about, an investment opportunity.
Yeah.
That's not what I'm about.
I will never ask you for your 2-factor PIN. Like I'm like the bank.
Yeah.
I'm
Bootsy
dressing
Collins
up
will
like
never call you for this number.
only give this code to Bootsy Collins himself. I'm dressing up like Bootsy Collins, going to Excess in Vegas and asking to do the vocals on Weapon of Choice. I'm just going to go up there and whisper about Dune for a while. I think that's his most under recognized. Yeah, that's him. The one who's going like walk without rhythm. That's Bootsy Collins. I think someone will correct me if I'm wrong.
He's the guy at the beginning. He's the throat singer as well.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
No,
he's all over it.
I
Fat
doubt
Boy
it.
Slim's riding his damn coattails. You know?
Yeah, so this is one of those things where it's like I get like the audience probably didn't find out till after, which is a bunch of people at the club or whatever, and it's also I'm sure the reaction is like, oh, all right, you know what I mean? Like it's totally transmutable as like an event from wow, Justin Bieber performed to like wow, this like viral thing happened and I was there for that. It's like who cares?
Maybe it's better.
Right,
Yeah,
exactly.
I think it's better. I think I don't know. Maybe this is uncharitable of me, but I can't imagine a bunch of people being in a club being like super excited that Justin Bieber is perforing. I feel like that's a specialized
Maybe he's
audience.
peeing in a bucket. Remember didn't he do that or something?
I don't know.
He did?
Probably.
Came on stage and peed in a bucket.
I think he did at like a club in the city.
Well, you are Justin Bieber. Yeah, I peed in like a mop bucket at a club and got thrown out, I think.
There you go.
Okay.
This is many years ago.
This maybe betrays me as someone who sucks, but isn't the point of going to the club to get ripped off anyways? Like that's the point.
Yeah.
Like that's why you're going.
People are pulling one over on you in so many ways. Might as well have a fake Bieber.
In for a penny, yes. Okay, some guy went up there and ripped you off, but what did you do? What did you do that was good? Like, what was the authentic experience you had that evening? You know, was that lady really interested in you, or was that champagne so good, or whatever?
Yeah, you're
right.
in Vegas.
Getting mad about getting ripped off while drinking a $3,000 bottle of wine.
It's hard to feel bad.
Right. You and 8 friends who work in finance who all have similar striped, untucked button downs spend 10 grand, and you don't care who you see as long as it's something you can talk to the vaguely interested atmosphere models that are sort of like contractually obligated to be next to you. And
Look,
that's pretty cool.
I only go to the club for one reason, and that's to get knocked out by an NFL running back. My big scam provoking second string NFL players into knocking me out at the club.
What I'm trying to do is do a Chris Farley style pratfall through somebody else's $10,000 table. That's what we want.
That's where you go.
And
I was just saying the detail in here is that they paid him afterwards, and I'm like, how did he get that?
Right.
Well, that's
Yeah, at that point you should know.
You should check it out. Ask to see some ID or something. I guess if the performance if they're paying him after the performance, it means they feel they got their money's worth. You know?
Oh, well, even better here quickly. It says, he said, very funny. This impersonator's official TikTok account responded. Okay, so we're really kind of blurring things.
Journalism.
In a since deleted post, for your information, it wasn't me who pretended to be the real Justin. It was my team who was behind it. Well, and of course, I'm not responsible for what my team does.
Of course.
Well, clearly I was the one who passed, but I always say I'm the lookalike. So again, I mean, this is protesting. It's not clear to whom at this point.
Well, he preemptively got ahead of the criticism because he performed the song "Sorry," so he knew.
Yeah. I already apologized, so I'm not going to do it again. Thank you.
Number 3.
Yeah. Number 3.
Number 3 this week comes to us from Bookmark19 in the Discord. This is more, I don't know if you call a Justin Bieber impersonator an influencer, definitely adjacent, but we got some more influencer news. We got one who's in a bit of a pickle. This is a U.S. teen influencer who I will say, we love to dunk on influencers. Reading it, I'm like, all right, he can be a little bit of an influencer. At least he's not just like, pushing gruns or whatever, those like little grass pills on everybody.
What's that?
So
Grass pills.
you can get the gruns. They're little green teddy bears.
They're like
gummy.
They're like
Umlaut
gummy
over you.
bears, but for green. For
Yeah.
you.
They have vegetables.
And then they're
in
like,
them.
They're for
yeah,
vegetables.
they're just basically like you have to chew this less times than just a regular vegetable or whatever. And
I
it's
mean,
not
look,
drugs.
man,
Shit.
It's not drugs.
Okay, it comes from the earth. Okay.
It comes from the earth.
Yes.
Yeah, and look, if it was real and if I could get what I need from vegetables from a couple gummy bears, look, I would pay for that. But I find that hard to believe.
Yeah, it just
as
defies explanation.
many of the things you can put in gummies, the happier I am. I have creatine gummies, I have vitamin gummies. Like the more health gummies, if I could like be eating the equivalent of like a Haribo bag every day to get my nutrition, I would be thrilled.
This is
That's
Willy
the
Wonka
goal.
world, is what you want to live in.
Yeah, exactly.
You
But
want
yeah,
some
I don't
of
think
the-
any of them work. I realized after I bought the creatine gummies, everyone was like, yeah, those are fake. You have to just get the sad
They're
powder.
fake? Wait, what's faker about that the powder isn't fake? It seems
I-
like the same principle.
Yeah, that
It's-
seems reasonable, but
I guess it's just that like the creatine gummies, they like tested them and they have like no creatine in them. So I've been remedying this by eating even more of the creatine gummies.
Yeah.
now I'm
get
just
the
going
right amount.
crazy.
Cat is
I have a
hulking out.
permanent niacin flush from eating just jarfuls of.
Just munching
Fucking-
on them.
Am I naive for thinking that the label that's on the stuff that we eat should still at this point reflect what's in the stuff that we're eating? Or is that already over? Or it seems like we're
We said
trending
no
toward that
RFK
being over.
I
Jr.
think it's
stuff.
it's
okay?
going
And-
away.
We know
And it's
you're
a good thing, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, no, we're fixing all that. Okay, we're gonna fix it all. Say
I think
goodbye to
they-
toxins.
Yeah. I think they say it, but nobody knows what's a lot of creatine, like it's all like unless you're looking it up. So they're just like
A lot
extra
of
strength or
supplement,
whatever.
like
Oh.
it's all just unregulated, like all the supplement stuff. So you just never know. I take
Okay.
a bunch of different things, and they're probably all at least like a little bit lead. Like I have
Yeah.
no
Yeah.
way of knowing, but throwing caution to the wind. If it's in a gummy, then I just get to eat a gummy. So
Right, and
that's fine.
it all just passes through.
It's like
Peeing it out anyway.
yeah, or it's like the melatonin where everyone's buying melatonin, and it's like if you look it up, they're like you should get maybe like 300 micrograms, and then every one of them is like maximum strength melatonin,
Yeah.
fucking knockout juice, and then it just is like night terror medicine.
It
just
doesn't
gives
work,
you
yeah.
Oh,
horrible fantasies. But yeah, so this influencer, I'll say,
Horrible
is,
fantasies.
Horrible
Yeah.
fantasies. Don't
I'm already there, Eli.
so this influencer, as far as it goes, he's doing a fundraising mission for cancer research where he is trying to visit. He wants to be, and he's a legitimate pilot, which is, I'm like, all right, you have a skill. That is a
Yeah,
pretty,
yeah.
You've cleared the bar that we have for most.
You're not just
So-
selling stuff on Amazon or whatever. You're like an actual guy.
Honestly, maybe
drop
he's not
shipping
an influencer.
influencer.
Yeah, I would be mad if I was him and they're like, U.S. teen influencer. And I'd be like, how about 19-year-old pilot? How about that? That's like cool. Why don't
Yeah.
you just call me that? So he's a 19-year-old. He wanted to be the first person to fly solo to all 7 continents. And so that's cool. The problem, of course, is that if you want to hit all 7 continents, you are going to have to include Antarctica, which is a degree of difficulty higher than the rest of them and much more closely regulated. Like,
I feel like they need to take that out of the list just to like prevent, because like there's tours
not
in
make
there,
it not
but
a
it's-
continent anymore, like
Yeah,
Pluto style.
like exactly like Pluto style is what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Because like people go there only so they can check it off on a list, and it's like I think it's like bad for the Earth that people keep going there.
You can't. You really can't go there, as we'll find out from this story. I believe it's like you have to be like a researcher, and there's like,
You have to be on like an organized trip for sure.
Yeah.
and get like permitted and stuff.
and
I'm
it's
going
not. It is. It's sovereign. It's not owned by anyone. There's only like the bases that are there. The
penguins.
research bases. Yeah, the penguins own it, but it is to some level,
Yeah,
and I
it's
mean
like
it's
the moon.
impressive, honestly, to at this point that it's still that inhospitable to people that they're like you cannot go there or whatever. So but to complete his, to complete the
mission.
around the horn, he had to go to Antarctica, but he couldn't get permission to go to Antarctica. Like I said, I think you need to be have some scientific, it's pretty much researchers only. So what he did is that he went to out of Chile. He flew out of there and he was authorized to fly to Punta Arenas, but then he took off and just flew to Antarctica instead. So,
Oh shit!
Dang.
yeah. So he went down there. He flew there in like a single engine Cessna, which I did not think you could get to Antarctica in. That's like some Amelia Earhart shit to me. I guess minus getting eaten by coconut crabs or whatever happened.
Antarctica's a good place to go without telling anyone where you're going.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Hugely barren. And I mean, even in a plane, I feel like somewhere you're there, it's not guaranteed you're going to find somewhere to stop. Like, you're like, oh, more ice. Okay, keep on going.
Yeah, how do you land? It's so slippery. All that ice. You just skid right off, get back in the air.
Man. No,
you skid all the way past the South Pole into the ocean on the other side.
No, I'm going. It's fine. I'm going to see Gilbert Arenas or whatever. It's fine. Check the flight plan.
Agent Zero is down in Antarctica. So yeah, he flew to Antarctica. He got there, and then once he landed there, they basically were like, "You're in big trouble." Because you basically charging with falsifying flight details, and you
could see why that's frowned upon. In a lot of ways.
They like to know where all planes are at all times. But he went there, and so the problem is, like famously, if you do something wrong in a place, you're kind of stuck there. And for him, the place he's stuck is Antarctica.
So like, are authorities holding him in Antarctica? Is that what's happening? Do they have cops down there?
You can't get out of Antarctica because he can't fly. They won't let him fly, and he's
grounded.
I don't think the conditions allow for him to fly out of there. There's not that many
situation.
The JetBlue isn't going there. There's not a lot of flights coming in and out, so he doesn't have a way to get back. So he's been there for, I believe, 3 months.
Oh God.
No, 6 weeks. Okay. For the past 6 weeks since being charged. So he's there, like I said, he's just in a military base.
Yeah.
And so they're not forcing him to stay there. He could fly back to Chile, but he has to go. If he leaves, he has to go to Chile. He can't go anywhere else. But because of, get this, adverse weather conditions in fucking Antarctica, he can't fly out of there. So he's stuck there. There's no flights. He can't fly a Cessna. And so, yeah, he's just kind of stuck in. He's like the guy who lived in
Charles de Gaulle Airport, but for a military base.
Tom Hanks?
Remember that guy? Tom Hanks, yeah.
He's the terror.
He lived there.
So he's just stuck on this military base. And then this is going to be, because one of the things, so he's going back, then he's going to have to deal with the charges in Chile. But one thing they're going to hit him with is the prosecutor's office says that his name is, let me check his first name, Ethan Guo. He's going to have to pay all costs for his aircraft security and personal maintenance during his stay at the military facility. He's getting hit. That's like no insurance hospital level. You're getting hit with military. Every time you use the toilet, $10,000, pens. Like, you're getting like contractor prices. He's gonna have to pay back.
Plus, he's got a minibar. You already know.
Yeah, exactly.
All those MREs,
military-based minibars, unconscionable.
Really should not have eaten those cashews.
Do you ever do minibar? Like, now that you're an adult and you're like, I got my own money. I feel like I was warned against it so strongly. I will never touch it.
It's still
I don't even want to like touch it because I'm just scared.
There could be a pressure sensor or something.
Yeah, the weight plates. Yeah, the weight plates.
It's the only experience I have with it really as an adult is when we did CES in Vegas, and producer Dan took out the pleasure kits that were in the. It's not a fridge, but it's like the station where you get ripped off. And he took, I think he took both of them. I think there's a his and hers pleasure kit that you can get out of the.
What is in a pleasure kit? I don't think I've ever encountered this. Is it for sex stuff?
Yeah, I think it's probably a little lubricant, probably one of those like little plastic vibrating.
Well, they're really if you're a heterosexual, they're really getting you coming and going, that you got to get both the his and the hers,
Truly.
like a combined.
Mm-hmm.
That's ridiculous. I don't think I've ever encountered this.
Just opening it in anticipation of a successful night out, and then you just come home alone. You're like, well, on top of everything else,
trying to get the charge refunded.
Opening the hers kit and finding a dental dam's got to be a real bummer. That's really disappointing.
Well, nobody uses them, so they're very old.
Yeah, they're from like
just
the 70s.
Just a diaphragm in there.
Have you ever seen a dental dam? It's like a garbage bag. They're huge.
I wouldn't know where to
It's
even
painted arsenic green. It's like from.
if you wanted to get one, what would you even do? What's your
Where
first
would it
move?
go? Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have to like go to CVS and be like, do you have, where's like the old, I don't know.
Do you have
Is there an
some
older
rack,
CVS below this one that's, did you by any chance build this on top of an old pharmacy from the 1960s?
When they're stocking the CVS and they're in the family planning aisle, which is an insane thing to call the aisle, but they're looking at that with the dental dams and they're going, do I put this in family planning or does it go like under the counter?
Family planning. Yeah, I'm
weird.
planning to catch the family in a piece of plastic. If you have that available.
Going to trap the family in this.
So what was the charge for it? Because I'm assuming he hit the weight plates. That's their big thing now is weight plates. Like Indiana. We watched Indiana Jones and we thought that was cool, and then it turns out they use it to charge for water.
That was a trial balloon to see how the public would react to the idea, and here we are stuck with the technology. I think they got them for $70 a piece, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh my God!
They'll get your ass,
Jesus.
I was hoping this seems like a big pleasure kit inclusion, and it's something that's always fascinated me. Remember those Trojan fire and ice condoms?
Oh my God!
Like,
icy hot condoms?
They were a real thing, and it was like, what? Who is craving this sensation? What is this? Is an insane thing.
I feel like something is wrong.
Yeah.
I want to feel like I'm not wearing a condom and caught some kind of disease. That's what it would feel like.
Yeah.
I really want my privates to burn
Ignite.
and then go numb. That's not worrying.
It's got to be for those people that like jerked off too much and can't do anything else. I feel like it's like defibrillating your dick.
Oh wait, and where'd you say you got him? Where'd you say you? Where were they?
What are these again?
What I
What's the expo date on these things? On average? My dad's friend, speaking of minibar, like years and years ago, was staying at a hotel in the city, I guess. And this is a story that like my dad's friend told him that like you would never tell anyone else. And I don't know why he told him, but it's just such a good. But like he didn't drink or anything, so he didn't have anything from the minibar there. But like they have all the snacks, So he went to check out of the hotel and was like, did you have anything from the minibar? I said nothing from the bar. I was like, and what about the snacks? He goes, yeah, I had everything. And the lady at the front desk was like, I'm not sure if I understand. I think maybe we're not. Like, did you have anything from me? I said, yeah, I had everything. Yeah. And just trying to be discreet, in the lobby of the fancy hotel. And the lady says, again, I'm not sure. He says, I ate every fucking thing up there. Is that what you want me to say? You want me to say it? You want me
to tell everyone behind me in line?
He said that the maid or housekeeping came in, like he was like in a bathrobe on like top of the covers, covered in wrappers. Exactly, 100%. It's like there are two other people in the world that need to know about that, and none of them needed to be my dad. But I'm very glad that he told him because that's that's just wonderful stuff.
Incredible,
that's fantastic.
I stayed at a hotel for. Actually, Patty, this was your wedding, and the little hotel I stayed at was lovely, and they gave me snacks in the room.
They had you in the ogre, They
had me in the bay window at the top.
Like Frank.
No joke. I show up and they have me climb a tall spiral staircase to an attic. That was no joke where I was. It was very nice up there, but it truly small seaside town. I'm staring out a window at fishermen, like my creator just told me. Yeah. I feel like my creator is going to be like, get away from the window. They'll see you. But they had a little basket of snacks in the room, and I went in on those, and it was Cheetos, possibly not Flamin' Hot. They wouldn't just run that, but it was Cheetos and Oreos. And I was like, what did the person who does laundry here fucking do to you that you're giving everybody who goes in a room with only a bed in it Cheetos and Oreos? That was crazy. And I went in on them. I did eat them, but yeah. I mean, the mini bar.
Free of charge?
No, those were free. They had a sign, but yeah, I only ever got with the mini bar. I never drank the booze in it, but it was the hangovers when they'd get me, because that was when I was like, I need a water bottle that is 2 feet away from me.
I need $8 Fiji water post haste.
And that's when they did the weight plates, because I've gotten charged before where I drank one and then I replaced it with the same type of water, but they get you.
No dice.
They get you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The guys in the command center are like, boop, boop, got our room 118.
A light on their board flashes. Yeah. The water was number 2.
1, 2, 3, JF pulling up from downtown. The Tim Legler of podcasting just can't miss today.
Rolling. You know what's up. Number 2.
See, making a Fiverr guy say Tim Legler.
Tim Legler?
That sounds so made up. Who is Tim Legler?
Who is? Yeah, I have no idea who that is.
Does no one know except Shelby?
Yeah, no, he's just some guy. Like he became a broadcaster afterwards.
Yeah,
right?
he retired like in the 90s. Like,
yeah,
he's just like
feels like somebody was on the Seattle Supersonics, probably some shit like that.
To me, Tim Legler is like the basketball version of like the Tim Heidecker jazz guy sketch. Like someone's yelling at me that I don't know Tim Legler. Made up ass name.
He's in the Remember Some Guys category. Kiki Vandeweghe, Tim Legler. Yeah, the all-star team is here for sure.
There was a good rib. The New York Times did that story on the comedian basketball game they have.
Yeah, that was so cute.
They talked
Dan
to friend
Yang
of the
saying he
pod,
was
Dan
Boris
Yang.
Diaw.
Who would you compare your game to? And they're like, he cited Boris Diaw, a French basketball player who had 6.9 points per game in like 19.
They published the Boris Diaw points per game in that article just to like make fun of our friend Dan Yang. Really good.
Yeah. Boris Diaw was a good player, I want to say.
All right. Okay.
He had all the tools.
Player.
Yeah, defender. Really special guy.
Yeah. I wasn't a big basketball. I was more of I'd go to the games, but I was more of a Dippin' Dots and looking at the mascot sort of kid.
Dippin' Dots. Are those in mini bars yet? I know it's the ice cream of the future. I don't know if they
I don't know if they have the tech.
Similarly marked up.
I think they
always
need
expensive.
I think they legitimately do need advanced refrigeration tech to maintain the Dippin' Dots.
They need like dry ice or something.
Oh,
like
fuck.
special.
Okay.
Or they're nitro or something like that.
Damn.
That's not safe. It's not consumer safe. You need professionals to handle that sort of thing.
I can handle it. I think I got it.
Choking on a mushroom cloud of something.
Like in an alternate universe, all the guys blowing up their houses, deep frying turkeys on Thanksgiving are actually trying to make the Dippin' Dots at home.
Lose a finger to like chemical burns from the dry ice.
Shatter their arm up to the elbow.
Oh, but the brownie batter is so good.
Trying to make Dippin' Dots in the garage. Now he looks like the Winter Soldier. He's like,
Well, this story comes to us from Bookmark19 in the Discord. Opposite of Dippin' Dots, opposite of Antarctica. This is a nice, steamy, hot story. Not sexy, just temperature-wise. Although, I guess it depends what you're into. Because we're talking about fungal infections in frogs. So, very sexy.
That's my personal pleasure kit. The 2 of those in a box.
A rotting frog.
So there's this
Smeagol pleasure kit.
It's just a fish carcass in there. I don't know. How does he get down? How does Smeagol get down? No, apparently there's this big, like, widespread problem that there's this fungal infection that infects amphibians. It penetrates their skin and stops their heart. That's fucking crazy, dude.
Oh no.
Fungi are wild. Well, don't worry. This is a happy story. Because they found a cure for it. It's like really bad. It's killed off a bunch of species and stuff. It's no good. But they've discovered a way to treat it, which is they go in a little sauna. They go in. I guess it's like in the winter, cold weather causes them to be vulnerable to it, and they put them in this little sauna, and it helps them develop like immunity to this fungus. And I'll send you a picture of the sauna. It is adorable.
Oh, Joe Rogan was right. Okay.
I know.
Yeah. He's just trying not to get whatever chytrid or whatever this thing is called.
I like how
mycosis.
it looks like a brick, like with holes in it.
Oh, maybe it is.
Yeah.
It's like a little cinder block with little frog holes in it.
I like that one of the holes has 2 frogs. They're chilling in there. They're hanging out.
The
We should
couple
be
suites.
both in there.
Yeah.
Where's the chaperone? Who's watching this?
How much are they paying for the frog sauna pleasure kit? Those two.
I tell you, you go to the Equinox, you see two frogs in the sauna. You're gonna want to knock.
I do-
You're
I
gonna
do
want to
like-
knock before you go in there.
I do like
Shelby is going off right now.
This was also from Fiverr. He just paid a bunch of frogs. on Fiverr.
They're trying to afford those sauna fees. It's expensive. Getting those.
I do like the description of the frog species here. This is a very nice little quote. Apparently, they're using this Australian species. They're focused on green and golden bell frog, and the scientist says it's a pretty meaty, fat little frog.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That's how you know it's a
yeah.
good one. A meaty, fat little frog.
Fat little frog.
I think he was watching Star Wars, maybe.
So I think you're talking about Yoda.
Yo, you're talking about Meaty Fatlow, the frog pilot. Okay.
What's going on with that fat little frog guy? It's like, frog guy? Sorry, I'm
just
peeking
saw
my
this.
microphone, pretending to be angry.
Did you? Are you guys into the Star? I should ask before I say. Are you guys into the Star Wars trading cards?
Can't say that I am.
No joke, when I played Magic the Gathering as a kid, we used to make fun of the kids who played Star Wars trading cards. That was the hierarchy.
There's no game associated with these. To be clear, these are collectibles. Like basketball, or hockey, whatever the case may be.
You get one with a piece of Luke's jersey in it.
So genuinely,
It's like the
yes.
Shroud of Turin.
There are mem cards in the set, but
Okay.
I saw one today and sent it to my friends who love collecting cards. This is a guy I don't know. I don't think he's particularly frog-like, but it is his autograph numbered to 199. This is Dingy Driver. We got Dingy Driver
His autograph.
with his auto. I think that's the auto of maybe the puppeteer or the guy who was in the suit or something. I don't think that actually says Dingy Driver. I don't know if he's is he from the this is his debut, by the way. So this is Dingy Driver's rookie card. For real, it's the first time he's been in the set.
It's an
I
investment.
googled him, and he is on Wikipedia, the Star Wars Wikipedia. Dingy Driver is not his name. He is unidentified Dingy Driver. That is.
Oh, he's just a guy.
Oh,
So he's
driving
just
a
a
dinghy.
guy.
Okay.
So how do you have an autograph if you have no name?
Interesting.
If you have to decode the autograph to figure out, you have to reverse
true
engineer it
name.
to find out his real name.
His true
ARG
name.
and Star Wars. Wow.
I mean,
Okay.
I will say,
He
whatever,
is really cool.
Yeah.
he's
He's
a
cool.
cool little guy.
He looks great.
whatever else you think about Star Wars, whatever the quality of the stuff coming out, whatever. It's nice that there's just freaky little guys that they still kind of throw
yeah.
in.
We have
it.
a source for more of them in our
Right.
culture,
Yeah.
a freaky little guy generation outlet, which is very important. I agree.
And sometimes they look like people that like the one alien that looks like Jake Flores.
That I don't know if I discovered that, but I definitely arrived at that independently. And I feel like I might be the origin, or it might look so much like Jake Flores that other people also recognized it.
Like the discovery of calculus, right?
Yeah.
Very similar
People
to that.
arrived at it
Collective
independently.
unconscious sort of thing. People solve crosswords faster if multiple at the same
Yeah.
time across the globe sort of situation.
But I mean, you can depend on Star Wars because it's like you watch Andor and it's this amazing political drama, and then there will just be a little guy
Yes.
walking by in the background, and it's like the camera doesn't even linger on him, and it's like, hold on, pause. Who's this? What is this?
It was the perfect amount for me because I'm very allergic. I've talked about this. I'm very allergic to no, it's like a serious version of this thing that was for kids. It's hard for me to get into that. But Andor, they sprinkled in a perfect amount of cool little guys that wasn't distracting, but was a nice break from the seriousness that you could watch a little bureaucrat in the Star Wars Capitol building just sort of shuffle by. It was great. Excellent.
on his way to the Heart cafeteria, he's going to get grilled cheese.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is a rationalization on my part. What I hope it's not is just nostalgia for the time period where I was a child and I watched puppets all the time. I hope that the rationalization that it's actually because I appreciate this tangible physical artistry and this practical effect that is dying out in a lot of other places is why I like sitting down with my son and watching Sesame Street, because there are also a bunch of guys walking around Sesame Street too.
Yeah.
You get kind of primed. They're priming the pump for like, hey, some weirdo might be there and maybe he runs a shop and you never find out about him. But it's this rich world that you know exists and maybe in your imagination you can go to, you know? I think that's so cool.
And they like crafted a whole guy. I recently went to the Jim Henson exhibit at the Museum of the Moving Image, and it really will give you such an appreciation. Like, that guy was a genius. Like, he made, there's like the clips of him from Johnny Carson, and it's like a whole video, and it's just a mop. It's like a bunch of mops, and he like gave the mops personality. Like, it is, he was really brilliant. It's really awesome. And also then you get to take your picture with like Statler and Waldorf and Kermit. And it's
dream.
Fucking sweet. It's awesome.
I remember there was some news on like when that SNL whatever the fuck came out. They're like really mean to Jim Henson in it, and they portray him as like a shithead to the point where his daughter was like, "Yo, what the fuck?" It was, and I really did have that reaction where I was like, "You don't talk about him that way." You don't need to say that.
Yeah, that movie was fine. I don't take it personally the way that a lot of sketch people apparently do, but it was fine. There was an amazing Billy Crystal impressionist. There's a guy who plays Billy Crystal that is like remarably good.
How good is he at the jazz man?
He does the jazz man. Yeah, he's been doing the jazz man since he was 22 years old. No. But the Henson thing, it's Greg from Succession, but it is very like, look at this doofus with his puppets. It's like it made magic, okay? He made a whole world, and you are not gonna, it
Jim
was
Henson also, when we were going through the exhibit, I didn't realize this until you see stuff of him puppeteering. Also very, very tall, which I think
very tall man
helps. He's like really tall.
Help.
All the other people,
you can get further up.
You can like his wingspan to bring back.
He can sit on the floor.
Huge.
That's why the puppets worked so well. The big table. Man. It makes sense.
He was tall enough that Eli would recognize him as a fellow human.
Yes. Exactly.
I would afford him rights. Yes. In my new world,
fellow respect receiver. Yeah. So is this the same like setup? Not to get too much into the cards. Is it just like a continuation of the? I mean, I know they had the cards in like the 70s. Is it just all the same stuff? They just put out new versions of it or new editions from when there's new guys, basically.
It's like it is a cottage industry unto itself, like in the same way the basketball cards are. So like in some ways, is it the same set when you have like Topps 83 versus Topps Chrome 2025, whatever? I mean, yes. But there's just products like all across the board. Like in that one alone, I went and looked up Dinghy Driver to see, like, obviously this is absolutely worthless, but I want to see exactly how worthless it is. That one is a blue, I think, non-refractor auto to 199. But that means there are 198 other ones of that specific one.
Right.
And then there are like 3 or 4 other levels of Dinghy Driver auto, to say nothing of the Dinghy Driver mem or the base card, and then all of the other hundreds of Star Wars characters you've actually heard of and give a shit about, or the actors. You know what I mean? Like, all of that stuff is in there. So these are like gargantuan sets that, yes, are released every single fucking year. And a box of these, I found out from my friend who's in the business, a box of these Star Wars cards costs $300.
Yeah.
And that might be your box hit is Dinghy Driver Auto. That might be the when you get the whole fucking set. It's so funny. I want to buy one.
We did on my other podcast. We did a whole deep dive into the Star Wars collectibles universe because there was a theft that like shattered the trust of the community. Do you know about this, Jesse? The Boba Fett.
I don't know this. There are scandals like every week, it seemed like, in the memorabilia industry. I didn't know Boba Fett got lifted, though.
Yeah, so it was like, I mean, there are a bunch of things, but the way they found out, so there was this Boba Fett prototype after, I guess, he's in Empire is the first one he's in, I think. And it was like this toy that they were going to make that it shoots out like a little rocket launcher from its backpack.
Oh, yeah.
But right before they were about to sell them, a similar toy choked a kid. Like it shot out into the kid's mouth, and he was okay, but like he was hospitalized and stuff. So they're like, we can't put these out. But people who worked at the company saved the prototypes, and now those prototypes are worth like $30,000. Like if you have a rocket Fett, it's worth a bunch of money. But one thing I learned from doing this is there's this guy. and it's called Rancho Obi-Wan, and he has like 500,000 pieces of Star Wars memorabilia, and you can like go look at it all, and it's just like that is the sheer amount of stuff that this franchise has produced that you can get is like unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like 500,000, and it's not like it's a complete collection. It's like a lot, but
that guy's name, Jesse Farrar.
Well, listen, I don't want to brag or give away my location, but
Going to Rancho Obi-Wan's house and doing the story of Everest and knocking over millions of dollars.
Oh God, my thimbles.
Rocket Fett.
my Star Wars thimbles.
I mean,
Terrible.
it like invented the industry, right? That's like basically what. So, but
Yeah.
I mean, do they like? I was a Marvel cards guy when I was a kid. So they had like and the big one of that was they had everyone's like stats on the back because they had to like I guess be like it's like sports cards, you know? And it's
Right.
like, well, it's not though. But okay.
How many cities have they destroyed?
Right. Yeah. Like you know, Galactus is awesome. He's all 10s. Well, that's cool. What a cool guy. What a cool character. You can't really do anything other than try to negotiate with him. That's really it. Pretty neat. But I love the idea of that for Star Wars too, where it's just like it's having like the like fans getting mad about the ranking being too low on like BB-8's, you know, humor.
Is that like
BB-8's
if you
mobility is off. Yeah. Can we get an errata on the BB-8 card? I'm good.
Anyway, these frogs,
Yeah.
God love them. I'm
glad
very
they're
happy for
okay.
them.
They're
Glad
fat.
They're okay.
They're fat, meaty little fat frogs. They're fat little meaty frogs, and they're doing good.
in their little sauna.
Shout out to the
Number
Fat
one.
Frog ice cream from the ice cream truck that we all love and
Yes,
enjoy.
love a fat frog. Let's do number one.
Music up loud. What? Music up loud. You know what it is. Put your hands up.
The big cat continues to dazzle. Let's see if he can finish strong during the home stretch. I set it off.
And this week's number one reason to say what a time to be alive.
Number one this week comes to us from Punished Eric in the Discord. This is a thing that is really, to me, it's one of those like ice cream for breakfast sort of like kids' dream. I think any adult, especially one with any sort of physical deterioration from time, will be like, "Oh, good Lord!" Hit that Kelsey Grammer falling off stage sound hit. And this is a British man who it's his inaugural holder. So I guess he petitioned to have this added and then broke it for the Guinness World Records. Sort of Ripley's greatest nemesis, I feel like, occupying a similar space.
Guinness is man. We've talked about this. Like, you know,
Scam.
Yeah, it's a scam.
Total scam.
But I
What are
like
these
when they have to
records?
discontinue stuff. Like they had one that was longest time buried alive, and then they had to get rid of it because they were like, well, people are burying themselves.
probably don't want to encourage that one.
Yeah.
Failed attempts are not something you want on your conscience for longest time buried alive.
We're giving it to the Ryan Reynolds film Buried.
And so this guy wanted the inaugural, and apparently how this works with Guinness, I guess, is if you want to have a new record, you can submit it to them or something, and they give you a goal. They say, so this guy's goal, he goes, hey, I want to have the record for the most roller coasters ridden in 1 week, which to me is a little long. It's like, just do day, because week is
Well,
much
day, it's
time.
you're confined by location. It's like there are
Right.
only so many roller coasters in a given radius, so you got to have time to
yeah.
get between them. You know,
But I don't know if it's got to be different coasters or if it's just volume, just number of times
thought
on
it
the
was-
coaster.
I hope it's different coasters.
Okay.
Because you just
It could-
said, it's like,
it-
let me stay on.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
like, I don't know, because Guinness World Records, I'm not like, well, that wouldn't be very true to the mission.
No,
like,
I just
people are
wanna
eating
point
fingernails
out-
in there.
For the listeners, JF started grooving a little bit when the Venga bus came.
Look,
when
come
the-
on.
when
Ooh,
the
it's
Venga Boys came
infectious.
on. Yeah.
This
He's
is the
driving.
soundtrack to my childhood here. What are we talking about?
And who's piloting the Venga bus? That's right, it's Dingy Driver. He's here.
Look out. They got rid of that horrible old man. He's gone.
Dingy Driver assassinated him and took over the bus.
They killed him.
They killed him.
Yeah.
Carjacking.
The guy
They
that
killed him like
Mr.
the
Six.
It
in
was
a
like
Venga
the,
bus carjacking.
it was just it was
Mr.
like the
Six
yellow
has been
bastard in
compromised.
Sin City. They just like blew his head off.
Yep.
Well, you know who's responsible for the death of Mr. Six is Dan Snyder, previous owner of the Washington Commanders.
Really?
Because he came in and he was like, this guy, he literally is like, this guy creeps me out.
That's right.
What I want instead, and you can look this up, is what I want instead is just an Asian guy yelling Six Flags in an offensive accent. That was the new mascot for a while.
It was
Man.
like a real
This
like.
guy
Well, that
can't
was
get
the,
enough.
Yeah, he's
of
like, that's the right
offensive
opinion, and then the second half, it's like, you lost this. You had it though, briefly. Yeah.
Yeah. But so this guy, he calls up Guinness. He goes, I want to ride the most roller coaster in 1 week. And Guinness goes, all right, their goal. So they go, do 30 and then we'll talk. At least 30 and then we'll talk.
That's not that much for 7 days, I feel.
This is an inaugural.
This is also
record.
an
They just need it
expensive
on the books.
proposition. You gotta
Very
pay.
expensive.
You gotta pay
Yeah.
all the tickets to get in all
You
these
gotta,
places.
you just got to collect all those Coke cans that have a half off Six Flags on
Oh
them.
boy, here we go. This guy.
Yeah. Dude, in like the 90s and 00s, like every Coke can just automatically got you into Six Flags for some reason. I remember going there. Did you get, was that only near me,
no,
regional?
Yeah, well, we just didn't have one near us enough that it meant anything. But yes, I remember the cans.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not driving to Jersey. This is not like, oh wow, what a treat.
I mean,
You wouldn't go Agawam, Patty? You wouldn't go New England Six Flags? I guess you're below the dividing line.
Yeah, I never went up there. I'm in the New York. I was in the New York half, so it never really occurred to, I guess, my family to go that way. I mean, we never went
see a bit of
as
a
a family.
hotbed.
We never went anyway, so it doesn't matter. But
Yeah, that was eighth grade band trip.
that's a
stuff.
school. That's a school
Yeah.
trip. I
Yeah.
feel like.
Yeah, DC was a bit of a hotbed. You could go to the Six Flags. You could go to King's Dominion, where you could King Dakar would be closed, but you could go look at it. And King Dakar, the most famous roller coaster that ran 3 times, it's like never worked, constantly broke. But anyways, this guy's like, okay, and they go, do 30. And he rode, his final number is 55 different roller coasters in 1 week. And we're talking about...
That was him.
Talk about a sauna. I mean, this guy's got to be in an NFL treatment facility. He's 36. I'm 35. He rode 55 roller coasters in a week. The man is just
He's in traction
cartilage.
now.
Yeah, he is giving the interview from an iron lung. And they had to get him one. They don't have many of those anymore, but they got one for him.
Yeah. His just joints are absolutely rattled.
The only roller coaster I've ridden in the last couple years is the Cyclone, which definitely puts you in traction, but that's because it's like 150 years old or something like that. Are new roller coasters still that like jostly?
Well, you're gonna
the coaster folks.
You're going to get banged around a little bit, you know.
And the coaster people, which is a serious subculture.
Sure.
I mean, they still love like wooden coasters is still a thing, a big thing.
Yeah.
To make specifically, and those
are
do
rough.
absolutely like
Yeah.
if you look at coaster, because I wrote like an article on roller coasters, so I was in their subculture for a minute looking around. They have like all the wooden coasters have like roughness ratings of like and everyone's
How
like,
much
oh, El
they
Toro's
throw
the
you.
worst. Yeah. I remember going to, and this was years ago when I was a younger, more flexible, not that flexible, but flexible man. We went to Six Flags like on a not busy day, and I rode a bunch of coasters in a row, and it made me feel awful. I felt really sick. So I don't think probably didn't feel great.
I get sick. I get motion sick really bad, so I don't ride coasters as a rule. But when we did go to the Smoky Mountains, we went to Anarctica is the name of the place. It's like a small thing, it's up on a mountain, and there's different attractions and stuff like that. And they have, I guess, what's not a true coaster, but it's I don't know if you know about these.
The mountain coaster, right?
The mountain coaster,
Love
right.
those.
It's like a slalom, like it's just gravity, maybe assisted. I don't know, but it's, yeah, so I'm in the back and my kid's in the front, and you can pull the brake to because it's a single car, so you can slow yourself down as you go around the turns and stuff like that. But for her sake, I said, let's do it. I'm not touching the brake. You can do it, and we'll just go down this mountain. And I think once was enough, and it wasn't even it wasn't like the Incredible Hulk was bouncing me around. You know what I mean? There was no magic, and there was no big screen, and there was no reason for them to hurt me on purpose or whatever.
Yeah.
It was literally like sledding, and I said, "Wow, that was fun. Let's go get caught in a rainstorm and go home." I don't think we need to do anything else after this.
This is it.
There's always
yeah.
thunder brewing near the end of the day. Yeah, I was imagining you just get on the coaster, the kid in front of you, and as soon as they take off the brake, you just throw up directly on their head.
I was imagining you throwing up on your child. Yeah.
I always love the little carnival coaster. You sometimes get them, like smaller carnivals, and they're these like tiny coasters that you can almost kind of tote around. Like
they like go in a circle, kind of.
Yeah, they're just designed to like snap your neck back and forth as much as possible. They're always called like Mighty Mouse or something, and it's just those were great because they're like just people going on the world's smallest roller coaster and coming off so sick. Like it made you so sick every time.
Yeah, I think the last time I went on like an extreme ride like that was I went on one of those like Kiwanis Fair type deals, the Zipper.
The Zipper.
The Zipper.
Yeah, there was a Zipper in Ocean City, Maryland. I refused to go on it.
Yeah.
My cousin would go on it and like throw up.
I went on the Zipper and someone in the Zipper car threw up. And
they always throw up in the Zipper.
And then it gets like sloshed around. It gets like centrifuged. So I was like, this ride would be, because I have a strong stomach. This ride would be fun, but like the risk of being like centrifuged in someone else's vomit is like not worth the thrill.
The Zipper is
it's awful.
built to make you puke. If you don't know what the Zipper is so it starts with like a Ferris wheel. Like but then instead of the nice little seats, what they are is I would really describe them as basically like a sarcophagus. They're like
they're really small.
Yeah, they're shaped like a sitting human. And then you sit, at least the one in Ocean City that we would go to or whatever.
No, this is the one, yeah.
You sit in a metal thing, and then they close what is literally a grate on the front of it. It's like just a metal grate.
You look like you're in a garlic press. That's kind of the vibe.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They put you in a little garlic press, and it's a Ferris wheel, but each of these things is on a axle. So as the Ferris wheel spins, you're spinning.
It spins and you spin in the little car.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you're with your cousin is spinning it as hard as he can all the time.
Yes.
Sure. Thinks it's funny.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you throw up through the grate. You just see puke spewing through the garlic out at the end of the puke press.
Cousins be doing that. I think I don't remember the one that's the full. This is similar to the salt and pepper shaker. Does that sound familiar? That's what we,
it's that kind of vibe. That kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Classic.
The ones that I really don't like, Zipper, I don't feel like it's too dangerous. The ones I hate are any of the pendulum ones where you're upside down for a long time.
The swinging ships.
Those fucking suck. I don't want to leave. I need to make contact with the seat. Like I can't. I don't trust those fucking restraints. Like no.
You
way.
don't like
I'm not doing that.
the swinging ships that have the counterweight on them, so they go full upside down.
Full upside down, absolutely not. I hate that.
Yeah.
No way.
I do love. I haven't been to an amusement park in forever, but I would like to go.
It's crazy how much. I mean, because I only ever rode like Salt and Pepper Shaker, which I found on Wikipedia is discontinued as a ride.
Not allowed.
But
deaths.
But
section on Wikipedia.
It was just like
body count.
It would just come to town, and so they built it, and then here it is, and it's like time to get in
next
this.
to the skating rink.
It really is crazy that was like the I mean it still is, I'm sure, not. I guess I just have too much understanding of the attending risks to ever really want to do that stuff again.
I feel like the fact that we have like a cultural slur for the people in charge of your safety at those is like a bad sign.
Well, I'm sure that everyone kept up, just like in every other industry. Everyone is exactly as competent as they were 10 years ago in that field as well. COVID did not mess any of that up. It did not kind of stunt anything or scramble anything up. So I'm sure it's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah, they have exactly the right number of people.
To your credit, Catholic, I do love roller coasters and all that, but I did reach my limit, which is kind of what you're describing. And they opened a roller coaster called the Batwing, and the like conceit of that roller coaster is that you think you're Batman flying, so you are hanging parallel to the ground.
I wouldn't think I was
Batman flying. They wouldn't get me. They wouldn't convince me.
They wouldn't trick me.
But you're hanging.
It's like the
parallel
lie down.
To the ground as if you're and hanging by your chest. And let me tell you, it's scary. It also hurts a lot. When you get to a certain level of roller coaster, they're fine with it hurting. Like that's the thing. Is they're like, it's okay if it hurts a lot.
Also,
just
like
part of
if it hurts you, I can't imagine any lady is having fun on that. Like they did not account for titties getting in the way.
Well,
Because
they
that's
didn't
like
account.
not cool.
Well, depending on what age I was when I wrote it, there might have been some, fat little kid. They didn't account for me either. Send this kid around the horn.
I like the idea of
Elio's pizza all over the crowd.
Kath getting off the ride and being like, I didn't think I was Batman. And the guy's like,
1 star. 1 star.
like snapping his pencil or something. I don't know why he has a pencil. He's throwing his hat down angrily. Come on.
Foiled again. Should we do plugs? Is it plugs time?
Let's do
Jesse,
plugs.
do your what do you have to plug for us? Where can people
geez.
find and listen to you?
Well, hey, we said at the top of the show, Your Kickstarter Sucks is the name of the podcast, and we have a lot of fun. You guys have been on in the past and recently. Kath, we missed you on the whatever dog shit I had these guys watch in July. I forget what it was.
Oh,
now.
when we looked at all that Simpsons pornography?
It was the Simpsons movie.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay, so it wasn't.
Hate to have missed the Simpsons porno.
Wasn't
Bummer.
that bad? Yeah, there's a lot of it. We don't always look at porno, but when we do, it's Simpsons. But yeah, Your Kickstarter Sucks is the pod. Check it out. And the Go Off Kings, my stream with Steph and Heck, and we have a lot of fun on Twitch. They're goofing around and playing games, and we actually can't show porno on there. Sometimes we'll look at it on a separate monitor and then describe it.
Don't worry, they'll find a way to get the porno incorporated.
You're telling me pornography violates TOS on Twitch?
Well, you'll know it when you see it, for sure.
He does a lot of porno
Go Off
shows.
Kings. It's very fun. I always love I've said it to you multiple times, the Tetris clip of Jesse looking it up where he's asking who he is.
It was Tetris 99 or Tetris World, whatever it's not.
It was one of
I know
the
who I
crazy
am.
Tetris's.
I know I am in regular Tetris. I know that. I'm Batman. That's who I know that always.
Batman flying. And...
Yeah.
Well, cool.
Check it out.
Another banger appearance by Senor Farrar. Let's get some shares on the social post come Monday. Ain't no stopping us.
You got it.
Yeah, that's it. Do we have plugs? We have one big plug. I know that.
Hey, check out Humble Offering.
Find our Patreon bonus episodes, merch, Discord, and more at whatatimepod.com. And follow us on Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram at whatatimepod. Check out Kath's other podcast, Lie, Cheat, and Steal, about liars, frauds, thieves, and bullshitters. Theme song by Naughty Professor. Thanks for listening, and best of luck.
Humble Offering.
On
Out now.
Crack the Comedy Club's YouTube. Check it out. Share it with a friend. Share it with your parents. Share it with the world.
Enjoy.
Make someone watch it.
Yeah. Make sure they watch it on... Don't watch it crowded around the YouTube because you need more hits. You got to watch it. Or if
Everyone
you're
on
going to
their
do
own
that,
phone.
stream it on multiple monitors.
Yeah, just set it
Everyone
up
on their
and get
own
it
phone.
Get it playing in the
going.
back. Just mute it. It doesn't matter. Just have it going at all times. You know?
I'm gonna open it right now. I'm gonna watch it. I'm watching it right now. I'm hitting mute, but I'm gonna hit the thumbs up.
It's been out for 18 minutes as of right now. So huge.
If you work at a sports bar, put it on the TV until someone is like, "Why is this happening?"
Yeah,
you know?
people
put on a comedy special on mute on the TV.
Yeah. Yep.
People can live without the fail compilations for a little while. Okay.
Yep.
Let's not.
Hard
let's
to,
not,
but
let's not talk negative about fail compilations. That's good stuff.
I have 2 plugs. You can see me this Friday at 7 p.m. at Pier I on 70th Street. It's like a fun it's a Parks Department show. I had to fill out so much paperwork because the city is paying me to do it. Very exciting. It should be fun. And then I'm doing paid protest on September either 4th or 5th, whatever that Friday is, 7:30 at Silo. Come see me do stand-up. That's all I got.
Cass getting a roll of $100 bills in a potato chip bag for doing
That's
the show.
right. I demand my $60 be paid in a potato chip bag. That's how it goes. So thanks for being here, Jesse. Thanks for listening, everybody. Happy 400th episode. This is it. We'll see you never. We're done. Goodbye.
Goodbye forever, everyone.